Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am sharing with you the layouts that I made in November 2019. Now I am filming this a couple days before the end of November. It is November 25th, just because I know that I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot of creating this week. I have a layout in the works that I'm working on right now, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to do much more. So let me show you what I have created this month. This one right here is a photograph of my daughter on actually my husband's birthday. She opened her birthday present because our son, who is overseas right now, sent them all together. So I did this. It has some foam underneath of there to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of foam here. I've got some tassels that I've been trying to use up. These were the last two, so I put them on there. And things just have a little bit of dimension and then some enamel dots all the way through. And do you guys remember these? Fascinator staples. I still have a stack of them. Let me just show you guys. I still have a stack of them and all kinds of colors and finishes. And look at those old Target clearance stickers. Okay, never had the Fascinator, just have the tool. So here is one. Here is my Stories by the Month kit for July. There is a process video for this. This is just a sequin mix in a pocket. Lots of filters on this one. Lots of chipboard. So all kinds of good stuff going on there. Then I have this one of my son. This was where he was leading an operation. And this is just squares of patterned paper with some, just a little bit of decorations on top of it. Here are more of those little tassels. This is, you're not supposed to see that one. Okay, just act like you didn't see that one. You'll be able to see that one at another time. Okay, this I created for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club's scrap party. I did this live. We did glitter paste and we used a sketch. And this is like Thanksgiving inception because we have the picture of the picture of us talking to the family. So it was just a whole big thing. This one is Today I Won a TV. This is a cut file from the Creative Cuts Club, and this is also a mood board challenge from the scrap party. This was a simple challenge, so we were supposed to scrapbook super simply. And this is about as simple as I get. There's still some fun foam down here, some more of those fascinators. This is actually on the paper, so I didn't do it myself. Here is my glorious turkey. I love this turkey. This is a Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file. This is the story of how we decided not to have turkey for Thanksgiving, and he's all popped up on foam as well. There is a process video for this turkey. Here is Tiki Adventures. Now this was for Oh So Inspired. So as you can see, this pops out like this. I will have to cut a page protector and show you how I do that. I'll do that on another video. There's actually a couple page protector things I want to do. This is from Add to Zebra. This was oh shoot, for the Mercy Terra 27-day challenge YouTube pop. I used the backing back here of these letters, and this is some really old Making Memories paper. Here is a video that, a layout that I did live in the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group. I did the cut file on black. I have this gorgeous paper. these gorgeous sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. Just lots of beautifulness going on there. This I used a lot of Paper House products for. This was my daughter when she was in the hospital. Here I have a Disney layout, and this is for the Disney YouTube Hop that was earlier in this month. My biggest thing on this was this black was the same color as this black, and the only thing I did was put on clear embossing powder and heat emboss the whole thing to give it a little bit of different color and texture, since there was a lot of black on black on black. This layout I am in love with. There isn't a lot to it. It is mostly the sequin mix, and the sequin mix is A Walk in the Park from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And I just decided to kind of like make this pathway, kind of like a fairy garden pathway, since I am showcasing photos of the Japanese mini gardens at Epcot. This one is also featuring Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins, and it's also a Brutus Monroe stencil. So I love this stencil, and I thought that it really looked like fireworks, so I decided to stencil it in varying shades of colors with some distress inks, and then popped down these sequins on specific points, and then just added my two little photos down here that say Wishes 2017. Here is another Disney layout of my husband and I in our ears. This is a combo of Simple Stories and Echo Park papers. Now this right here is a Simple Stories stencil, and I pushed Brutus Monroe utterly fabulous glitter glaze through the stencil and got this, and then I have some Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins. And I know I kind of sound like an ad for Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins right now, but you know, I was a sequin fan, and then I really discovered sequins, and now I've got a bowl of love. So I'm just, you know, I like them a lot. Here is a layout that I created with the Chamel Field Trip collection. This is my daughter and I. We went on the More Intense training. So I just fussy cut a few different things, used some of the puffy stickers. I have this awesome Disney Trip flare badge here from Scrap and Happy Studio, and it just turned out great. I love the diagonal design. It just worked great for everything I wanted it to be. Here we have a Disney Nap is a Beautiful Thing. So I've got a combination of things going on here. I've got some fussy cut flowers. I've got sequins. I've got Disney paper. I've got non-Disney paper. And this, yes, these are my children asleep in the lobby of the Grand Floridian. If you guys don't know, the Grand Floridian is my happy place. I could sit in that lobby for hours just enjoying the atmosphere and the ambiance and just listening to the music and the band and the piano player and everything that is there. And you know, my children decided to nap. Yet another Disney photo. This is at the AMC Dine-In Theater down in Disney Springs, which used to be downtown Disney. And I just, you know, kind of made this layout. Used some Disney products. Wasn't the greatest photo. It's kind of dark and blurry, but it's definitely a moment and a memory. This was how we kicked off our trip in 2017. We spent a day in downtown Disney before we actually went into the parks. So here we have pizza and a 2 a.m. dream. So I don't know what it is about pizza at Disney. I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but at Disney it's just a little bit different. Really enjoy it there for some reason. We call it 2 a.m. pizza because that's when the pizza service stops. And one time the girls and I were down there and we got the 2 a.m. pizza, and now it's kind of a tradition. This was a Paige Evans stencil that I just did some Distress Oxide through to kind of give me a pattern paper here, since I had these two borders of chevron. I didn't want something super busy right there. Yet another Disney layout. This is just hanging with my crew. This also has Flair from Scrap Happy Studio. So if you're interested in this kind of like epoxy flair, you need to check that out. So this is the Frozen Q Party. This is me, my husband, and my son while we were waiting for the Frozen ride in Norway. We are devastated that Norway doesn't have the same features that it did before. One of my favorite things was watching the movie at the end with the little boy that touches the wooden boat. Like, seriously, that would gave me like little feels in my heart, and it's not there. Now here is another Disney one. This is my husband and my daughters, so it's just a dude and his gals. My son and I were off doing something else. I took the three 4x4 cut aparts and just kind of layered them across the top and then built this down. This is a kind of like a go-to design that I have. Something I do on the regular. Even more Disney, so more epoxy flair. These are Cars topiaries. So I have kind of this map paper that I used in the background, and it says trains, planes, and automobiles in the background. So if I can, mix my Disney stuff up with non-Disney stuff, that makes me the happiest. Then I have these Disney land trash cans. You don't have to be fancy to be fabulous, and that's true. I have a thing for Disney trash cans. I have an album of them, so they're important. I also decided to put some sequins in the center of the flowers just to give it a little bit of sparkle. This is Space Mountain with the lights on. Now, we were riding Space Mountain, the lights came on, and you could hear everyone going, "Oh!" And then you could hear my family screaming, "Yes!" at the top of their lungs, because we just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So here it is, Space Mountain with the lights on. Definitely not as fun or as interesting, just standing there looking at it, but we enjoyed it. This is Eat It Today, Princess. If you have been to Disney World and you have been to MGM or Hollywood Studios, and you have been to the 50s prime time, they kind of give you a little bit of sass there, and our server fed Chloe her vegetables. So it was just a lot of fun. So we made that happen with some sparklies and this wood veneer TV that I filled with some sequins. Here is a going to Disney page. So I have these awesome cork airplanes that are just amazing. I have these kind of like airplane travel-y stickers that came from Rosie's studio. I love these bad boys. So since we live in California, I will tell you that Disney World is my favorite if you're comparing Disneyland to Disney World. And to get there, we flew SFO to LAX all the way to MCO. So it's definitely a thing flying to Disney. Not as, like, it's a thing. We need the down day. We need the day. Like, our Disney trips have grown exponentially since we live in California, because we need that day that we arrive. It's just kind of like a travel day. We're going to grab some food and go to our room and sleep. And then the first day is kind of like, okay, we're still feeling this travel thing. We're going to spend it in downtown Disney, and then we start our vacation. So anyway, that's how that goes. Here is yet another Disney layout. This is me and my daughter. We were under the People Mover up here, and I know that this is probably not in vogue anymore. It's not the coolest thing ever to do, but I still love doing it, is pulling down a corner of the page and then having a couple extra little bits of color and fun there. Here is another field trip collection. So I just thought that this was awesome. So my son has his shirt here, and then we have one over here, and then my daughter's in the background looking real cool. So I took some glitter paste and glittered up the sun, and then I added a little bits of glitter on the planets and added some stars and stickers. And I had to put the Earth back in because we covered up the Earth here. So we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Jupiter is somewhere in here. Poor Jupiter. He's way under here. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. And I can't tell you how happy it made me that little Pluto is on this paper. So thank you, Shamel, and thank you, American Crafts, because, you know, I am on the Pluto is a planet side. So there we go. This is just some Distress oxide ink, and I just kind of blended it together, and it definitely has, I'm not exactly sure what it has done, but it has oxidized a lot more since I created this layout. And then I just did some silver glitter paste through the Page Evans stencil. And I wanted to mimic the colors from the pink to the orange to the teal to the green, and that's what I did there. And this is Test Track. This isn't the only layout, but this is one of them. Here we have another Disneyland trash can layout. It is in Radiator Springs in California Adventure. Here we have a Toy Story layout. Now, I absolutely adore this layout. I made, as you can see, the 3D glasses. I made 3D glasses with some wood veneer glasses and some black sequins, and then I just layered up washi tape and some scraps of paper, and then there we have it. And then the stars again. Stars are going to be big in our 2017 album. One more. There's a lot of Disney layouts, guys. Here for the snacks. This was at the Wishes Fireworks dessert party at the Magic Kingdom. So I just created this little thing up here that says Happy Happy. Lots of banners. So there that is. Here we have more food. So this is the Boardwalk Bakery. This is also glitter paste through a stencil. I really love the red sparkly through kind of like this newspaper print. Really just love it. These are treats from the Boardwalk Bakery. Just a lot of yummy stuff there. Then we have Yes Space Pizza. This is a Disney trash can layout. This 1098765431, or I guess I could have said countdown, came off of a Shamel cut-apart sheet, and it actually had a rocket ship already there. I just felt like the rocket needed to be a little bit more substantial for my page, so I put the puffy sticker there. And then, like I said, Disney trash can layout, not a whole lot of journaling on this bad boy. Here we have Magical Meats. This is in the Yachtsman Steakhouse. And just look at those cuts of beef. It's beautiful. And then we have, this is Wayne. So my children have this thing where they name all the birds in Walt Disney World. This is Wayne. He was a cool duck. Like, he just was hanging out at this fountain over here. And I took his photo, and then I had this kind of bird piece from Maggie Holmes that's just been sitting in my stash for a while, and I thought, you know what? This would be perfect for Wayne. So here is Wayne. He is pink, this bird here, so I did add a little bit of pink up here, just to make sure that there is pink twice on the page. So let's see how many layouts that is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And yes, I do count each side as one sheet. 38. So 38 layouts in November. I doubt very seriously I'm going to hit that much in December because I am doing a December daily project. So I will have little layouts every day. But probably not as many as these bad boys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to comment on anything you want to chat about. Hit that like button if you liked any of the layouts. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when I put out new videos. Like I said, I am going to be doing something daily in December. I hope to see you guys then. Bye.